What is chi stagnation? Each and every, please listen carefully, all of you. All are you alert? So all are you listening me? Yes, good. So each and every meridian is the chi stagnation. Each and every meridian is the chi deficiency. Each and every organ having the blood deficiency. Each and every organ having the heat excessiveness of the blood. You remember this. So based on that principles you need to understand, because of every meridian, every acupuncture organ, every point, it's a very crucial. So how do you select and how you will going to activate and treat the people, that's very crucial. But however, majorly, but here I'll give you a few examples and then later on I'll proceed for the therapeutics about the major points which elevate and which deplete your energy and replete your energy. Both are, we try to understand. So let me start with the one particular point is Yang Ming. Yang Ming generally we all know that is the large intestine, or you just take it to stomach. So now let me start with the large intestine. The index finger starts and ends on the alanose. Right? So now this is the meridian. Now I wanted to, deficiency of the energy is there. The chi deficiency of the large intestine is there. First of all, how we wanted to know, there is a chi deficiency in the colon. Right? So here I'll give you a small example so that you can understand some idea about it. So what is, if there is a deficiency of the chi in the colon? So can you give me any example? How do you feel there is a deficiency? So now I'll start myself without wasting the time. So now there is a problem in the colon. That means I'll take from the top of the head. The person who get light headache, dull headache, not the acute headache. The dull headache is there, that is related to the chi deficiency of the colon. At the same time, please cross check whether related to the abdominal bloating or abdominal related to the bowel irregularities are there, or maybe the stools are not defecating properly, right? So in this condition, you just try to correlate that. If there is no abdominal problem, there is no chi deficiency in the stomach, but it is only the deficiency of the stomach. When the deficiency of the stomach, it causes a dull pain. So that indicates there is a chi deficiency, right? When there is a blood deficiency, how do you understand there is a blood deficiency in the colon? So then dull pain in the colon, especially on the anywhere in the splenic sphincter or the hepatic sphincter or ascending colon, descending colon, is the abdominal cavity. If you feel any kind of the pain, so that indicates there is a deficiency. So how do you know about the excessiveness of the blood? When there is the blood is excessiveness, or there is the excessiveness of the chi. So once you touch anywhere on the body, when you feel and place it the hand, so that indicates illa nan tumba novaagta ide doctor nanage actually muttidrene novagutte, nan touch madidrene novagutte ani helidre gana, that is excessiveness. Always you remember that is excessiveness of the either in terms of chi or blood. So for the chi and blood together you remember as of now. So rather than making confusion yourself, chi and blood, either deficiency of the chi and blood, or the excessiveness of the chi and blood, or that is the heat of the chi and blood. So three principles understand as of now today. Later on, maybe if you study continuously, and then I will teach you elaborately how you need to focus and understand very depth knowledge. But now if I teach you everything, you will get total confusion, and eventually there is nothing you can find. So therefore, three concepts I am teaching you. Number one is chi and blood stagnation, chi and blood deficiency, and chi and blood, that means heat is excessiveness in that. The blood heat excessiveness. So three concepts, try to take it to your home, so that I feel comfortable for my dedication. It is reaching to you, I feel. So right. So now is the excessiveness chi and blood in the colon. I have given deficiency, I have given both. So now it is excessiveness is there. Anything excessiveness that once you touches anywhere in the body, that is the excessiveness of the chi or blood. When you feel there is the hardness anywhere or the inflammation anywhere in the body, especially on the colon meridian, especially on the colon organ, so then you understand that particular organ having the excessive heat syndrome. So heat syndrome of that particular organ, then you understand. So three principles now you understand. I'll give you another example. Tell me any one organ. So please name it. So let me take the liver itself, right? Yes. So when there is a liver, is stagnation, chi deficiency and heat. So these are the three concepts we understand about the liver, then we'll go for the points as well, right? So now let me see if there is a deficiency in the liver system. What is deficiency? Chi also deficiency and blood also deficiency. If the both are deficiency in that, so what are the symptoms you can get it? So here also there is the intercostal ribs pain. There is a dull pain on the intercostal ribs. That is on the lower level of the pain, not on the surface. Somewhere people says, doctor, I have the pain, but I cannot explain where is that pain. But I don't know how to explain that pain. But she feels that touches it. She touches, but I don't know, doctor, somewhere I am getting the pain. So what it indicates, there is a deficiency of the liver chi, where exactly on the intercostal ribs what she is getting the pain. Or maybe the head also pain. It is if the pain is on the foot of the region, so there on the dorsum of the foot, that is the liver, heat is excessiveness. On the sole of the foot is heat is there, so that indicates the kidney, heat is excessiveness. There is the heatness on inside your ear, that is the kidney, heat is excessiveness. The head is excessive heat inside your head. So which part of the head is getting the more excessive heat? That particular organ or particular meridian getting the excessive heat on that region. So all these things are you understand now timely. Then how do you treat? I'll give you this two meridians. Same two meridians, we try to understand what points for the deficiency, what points for the excessiveness, what points for the draining of the blood. Right? So now let me see. Now there is a deficiency. What it indicates, there is a large intestine is the deficiency. You need to nourish to that. So then you just nourish in terms of, so 2 points please you select to nourish the intestine. So that point you all know, that is the mother point and then grandmother point. Chu Chi Li11, Yang Si Li5, both the points you can strengthen to the large intestine, providing the energy to that particular organ. When there is the deficiency, when there is the excessiveness, you remember there are the sun points, Archean and Sanchean, that is Li2, Li3. Both the points are, depleting point or depletion points are, reducing that energy because of the excessive heatness is there. That you just do it by giving the sedation point. Number 3. When there is excessive heat in that particular organ, better you can select one horary point, that is Shangyam Li1. So that point you just bleed it off. Which is the Putial point, you just irrespective of that you just bleed off. Or there is the fire point which we call as a Yangtze Li5 on the snuff box. You just bleed it that particular point to drain out at least a drop to 10 drops to 20 drops is recommended. So once you are doing to the heat syndromes. In the similar way, we look at the liver system. When the liver having the deficiency, try to activate the points which we call as there are the 2 points, Chu Chuan and Chung Feng, liver 4 and liver 8. Both are tonification point to the liver.